Share the live, share the live. 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 It's your boy DJ Mawisha here at it again, my good people. Today, Wednesday, 19th August, we are here in the Bastille area, St. Kitts, at what was once the home of our first premier, and first national hero, Robert L. Bratcher. As you can see, I am pointing towards what was a billboard put here some 3 years ago with a layout of our rendition of what should have been the plans for the Robert L. Bratcher Museum here in St. Kitts. Here's the home of the former premier. You can see that there are scaffoldings still there. It was a campaign promised by the Dr. Joe Labour Party at the time. Now the Dr. Joe-led Labour administration. It was some whopping $4 million according to Prime Minister Joe. That was paid out to construct this Bratcher Museum. Now, the work has been stopped. There has been given many reasons by the Prime Minister, one of which that there was some stabilization work to be done on the property so that the work can continue. There was also some story of procurement process. I am of the view that the procurement process of any job should be done prior to the start award of any jobs to a contractor. So for the Prime Minister to give any contractor some $400 million, I understand it's way beyond that now, over some 3 years. This project was supposed to be completed for the 16th of September 2023, I understand, which would have been the birthday of Bratcher. Robert Llewellyn Bratcher's birthday. That was the plan. As a matter of fact, for those of you, I know there's going to be some spinners for the Labour Party going to come on this live and maybe try to spin. So I'm going to drop some clips later in regards to the Prime Minister giving his updates about how much this project costs and when it should have been completed. My good people, all I want you folks to do is to understand that the DJ don't create news. The DJ just bring the news. As I said, this is where the billboard was with the rendition of what should have been here. The billboard is no longer. I do not know if that means that the museum is no longer coming, but the Prime Minister has some explaining to do. So I won't be with you long. I'm just here to bring a little update on where we are with this proposed Robert L. Bratcher Museum. I'm not going to go on the people property because I don't want the fellow Wilkin to send anyone to pick me up later on and I cannot go live. But what I will do, I will zoom in on some steel work ahead. I do not know what that steel work was about, but there's some steel work up there that is still in the ground. So, what become of that $4 million, according to Patches, 6 to 8 million, I do not know. But what I know is that I'm here at the proposed site of the Bratcher Museum, and this is what is here on this site. No work is taking place, and I do not know if any work will continue, my good people. But this is what here currently. I promise that I would support Prime Minister Joe once he's elected. I also promised that I would give a 2-year leave of observation. And following that 2 years, I'll be marking the papers. Well, my good people, the Dr. Joe administration is now in office over 4 years. And all I'm hearing from the Prime Minister is the previous administration, this the previous administration, that the former Prime Minister, this the former Prime Minister, that. I don't need to hear about the former Prime Minister. I think I marked the former Prime Minister papers back in 22 when I campaigned to get rid of a former Team Unity administration and to elect a Dr. Joe-led Labour administration. So I have no interest now in Dr. Joe telling me, Prime Minister Joe telling me about the former administration. I know pretty well what transpired under the former administration. I want to tell me now why all of these projects, with all of these monies that was paid out, millions of dollars paid out of the Treasury, and these projects are just laid dormant, incomplete, while some people laugh to their banks. I have an issue with that. And for the people that have a problem with me reporting the stories, all you have to do is speak to your Prime Minister, speak to your Labour administration, tell them come to the people and tell the people what's going on. Then the DJ would not have to come and ask these questions. There are many dilapidated and unfinished projects around the island. CBI projects, government startup projects that are incomplete without any answers over 4 years now. The DJ wants to know, the people wants to know. And for those of you who don't want to know, I respect your views that you don't want to know. But don't get upset with the DJ and other people that wants to know. You have a right to support your Labour Party blindly. I don't have an issue with that. But you don't dare come and tell the DJ to stay quiet, because the DJ has a right to report. Now I'm going to zoom in from this angle. That's the project there. You can see the build-up on the outside, where the Prime Minister said they was doing some shoring up of the property. What have happened since? You could see the overgrown grass and trees in the area. This is a project that started back in 2022, right after they took office. This is a project that the campaign and they will do, that they started and said they will have it commissioned. And Bratcher's birthday. Several birthdays have passed. I want them to tell me what's going on. I want Myla Bax to tell me what's going on, because I think this is Myla Bax area, you know. So I got to catch up with Myla Bax, my boy Adrian Berry and Tony Berry. They might have some things to tell me about this thing, this Bratcher thing. After $4 million gone to the shoot, who got that $4 million? Who is the contractor that got that $4 million for this project that is incomplete, is not on the move? There are a lot of citizens and residents in the Federation that want to work. So, what is going on? Maybe Patrice could tell me if this project gonna go to Barbados. Because I understand these days the new thing is capital projects goes to Barbados and Trinidad or to foreign entities. So Mr. Prime Minister, the DJ is at you again. We need to know what's going on with this Bradshaw Museum. We don't want to hear about no Fort Thomas Hotel and putting no statue at Fort Thomas. We want to know what happened with the $4 million that you said in Parliament was released for this project. After 2 years going on 3 years, no work. As you can see, the grass, the trees, nothing going on there. Not even Jumbie want to be in there. Not even Jumbie is in this building. Nobody is working. Nothing is taking place. Nothing is kept. And this is right opposite our technical college here, my good people. Right on the opposite side is our technical college. Right on the opposite side of this museum. And there's a cruise ship in port today. Good to see that there's a cruise ship in port today. So you can look over at Port Zante, there's a cruise ship in port. And right straight ahead you can see the road southeast. And you could also see our sister Island Nevis in the far end there. I want to big up my boy Stoneman there. The man called Manners, Brother Tulu, Brother Swanee, the Division Korea Nevis, Brother Mikey Slap. I just want to know the status of the project. The $4 million was paid out, according to the Prime Minister. Which contractor received those funds? Where the money gone? Who got the money while the project is on pause, my good people? Tell the DJ why this project is on pause. That is the status of this Bradshaw Museum at the moment. Like I said, this property is right opposite our technical college. So you can't miss it if you want to come and visit it for yourself. All I'm seeing is bush. Maybe it's $4 million worth of bush. Yes. You want to head to the administration section? Yes, at the heads of administration. And right on the opposite side here, we have our Red Cross, my good people. Right on the opposite side here is the Red Cross. So, as Dougie would say, we know the truth hurts for the labor rights. After Dr. Drew and his team campaign against a prison project in Estridge, call it criminal, call it all kind of things. They call it corruption, but it still continues after 4 years. That was the prison project. We are now here at your doing. The Bradshaw proposed museum here at the former dwelling of the first premier, our first national hero. This is the status of the construction that started over 3 years ago. Hui hoti hot. But these are the facts. The Prime Minister stood up in Parliament and said that this project was supposed to be built at a cost of some $4 million and was estimated to open over 2 years ago for National Heroes Day. Well, we are in 2026. That's some 3 years ago since this project is supposed to have been started. We need answers, my good people. And none of you labor rights going to shut up the DJ or stop the DJ from bringing the news to the people. So, again, I'll follow up later on my podcast from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock this evening. And I will drop some clips that you can hear for yourself, where the Prime Minister said in Parliament that this project was supposed to be completed and presented to the people on the 16th of September, over 2 years ago, which supposed to be National Heroes Day. That was his big plan. $4 million paid to a contractor. Who is the contractor? What become of that $4 million? What's the status of this project? Simple question. No argument, no gimmicks, no tricks. Just simple, straightforward question. What's the status of this Bradshaw Museum? That's all the DJ wants to know. Was the money used? Where is it? Who has it? My good people, I won't be with you long because the DJ getting out of here soon, I want to touch my partner there. And he's traveling someplace. Brother Julian Pemberton, how are you doing? Yeah, so from this angle you could get a better view of the ship in port. Good to see we have a cruise ship in port. I want to big up my cousin there, Marsha Henderson. How are you doing, Marsha? The DJ is here. You know the DJ got you, Marsha. You know the DJ got you. But we got to talk the things them how they go. We got to talk the things them. We have to talk the things them, sister. That's how you go. Only the labor rights feel it. And the more they feel it, the more they're crying, but they don't want to hear the truth. And they know the facts, you know. They know what the facts are. The DJ promise you all he'll be coming at you, bringing the information to the people. And if you don't do right by the country and by the people, the DJ going to come at you all harder than how he went after the farmer administration. All the DJ is doing is bringing the information and living up to his promise. That's all the DJ doing, living up to his promise. So my good people, until such time, let me swing my camera around here. Until such time, the DJ is just here, checking out from the proposed Bradshaw Museum here, by St. Kitts. The DJ is checking out. The DJ wants you all to understand. The government must do right by the people, and then they ain't got a problem with the DJ. Just do right by the people and we're good. Until such time, the DJ is out of it.